Sanojatara to Professor and my friends. We are from Group 8. The purpose of this interview is to understand the individual's behavior and its outcome by using the Mars model, which represents motivation, abilities, role perception, and situational factors. All these factors can be either intrinsic or extrinsic factors, and this model is usually used to elaborate the individual's behavior in an organization. Mars factors play an important role to an individual's performance, which has significantly determined the output, competency, and productivity of the organization. The more comprehensive Mars factors possessed by the employees in an organization, the better the prospect of the organization is. Going to presenting the interviewee's background. The interviewee's name is Tuan Haji Awin bin Haji Moshidi. His job title is Chief Executive Officer of Hima Sarawak. His career background is freelancer, accountant, and manager in administration and finance. He is also a CEO of Hima in 2008 to 2021. His educational background is degree in accounting and marketing. He also pursued his master's degree in business and administration. His responsibilities is managing Hima's overall operation.
We have chosen an interviewee that fulfills the requirements of the assignment and can answer the questions, and the data that he provides can be collected and analyzed.
The first aspect in the Mars model is motivation. From the interview, Tuan Haji Alwi shows high motivation in performing his work as the CEO of Hikmah. His motivation derives from the need to achieve systematic handling of resources and job satisfaction. We asked him about his personal goals as the CEO of the organization. He claimed that one of his goals is to create a sense of enjoyment for Muslims when participating in religious activities. His achievements include organizing programs such as Safari Ramadan and Korban Perdana. Similar to the lesson discussed in class, the degree of motivation becomes an indicator of a person's performance. The higher a person's motivation, the better he performs to achieve his goals. Tuan Haji Alwi's intrinsic motivation helps him to improve the organizational structure as well as creating fun programs for Muslims.
I'm Isu Husamuddin bin Halikul. I'll be presenting about Tuan Haji Alwi's abilities. From the interview, we have pinpointed three main abilities that Tuan Haji Alwi has. First is his problem solving. One of his main problems faced in Hikmah is giving higher wages to his employees and giving out donations to the mualaf and impoverished people. He solved this by promoting events on social media and updating the financial management. Besides problem solving, he also has great communication skills. This is shown when he was able to motivate his employees by instilling a sense of ownership in themselves for their intention. Lastly, he possessed knowledge about budget managing. With this, he was able to pay the minimum wage of 1,200 ringgit compared to previous years, while also giving out donations due to the skill set that he has. He plays an essential part of leading Hikmah as an NGO.
So now I'm going to explain about clear role perception. Tuan Haji Alwi showed a clear understanding of his role as the CEO of IKMA. His role perception has shown three components. The first one is understanding his tasks, actions, and their consequences. The second is understanding the level of priority of each task. And the last one is understanding the preferred behaviors needed to perform tasks. For example, he stressed how his role is to restructure and re-engineer the organization conduct. Other than that, when explaining his solution to increase the employees' minimum wage, he mentioned the consequence of bad budgeting, which is terminating employees.
Working hours should not be too long as it will give a negative impact to the worker. Tuan Haji Awi has an adequate amount of time to work as he still managed to divide his time during the day on his work while still taking care of his children in the evening. He also demonstrates a positive relationship between his employees, and which then will help him to create an enjoyable experience and also to increase their performance development.